Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon's Curse, aka WonderBoy 3, the Dragon's Trap for the TurboGrafx 16. Now, you'll notice that I have 3 medicines and I'm now Tiger Man. Well, I took Mouse Man all the way over to the medicine store and found out that the medicines are now 1,200 gold each, which is ridiculous. And the reason they're that expensive is the more heart containers you have, the more the medicine costs. So it's probably not worth it to go over to the medicine store to pick them up that way. So I went ahead and took Tiger Man and went back to the Sphinx and back to the underwater area up in the desert there to get the rest of the potions. So I have a total of 3 now. Alright, so now we are ready to tackle the last dungeon, which is not easy to say the least. Alright, so we're going to switch back to Hawkman. Alright, now, and I do highly recommend that you have at least 2 medicines, by the way. Now, we have a key already. I already bought one. But if you need a key to get into this last area, just come over to this little store and buy a key. Just so you know, just a reference. My attack points obviously are too low, so we need to go back to the legendary sword because I was using the Muramasa blade for Tiger Man. Our shield, we need to switch to the heavenly shield because that's our best defense. And our armor, we want to keep the legendary armor. So this here, the 185 attack points, 220 defense points, and 167 charisma is the best stats that Hawkman can ever have in the whole game. Which is kind of disappointing if you ask me, but whatever. So we are going to head over here. And now you'll come across this area. You'll use your key to get into here. Now you see these stars. We have to switch to the magical saber. And we have to just do the middle one. Switch back to the legendary sword. Break it. And there we have our door to the last area. And that music is familiar from when we crumbled the castle in the beginning of the game. Alright, now this dungeon is very, very tricky, so I'm going to give you the first advice I can give you on this dungeon is that every time you switch a character, and there's tons of transformation pads in here, because you're going to be switching characters all the time. Right here, this sucks right here, by the way. Ugh. That's probably one of the worst parts in this whole thing. Oh, come on. That's why it's good to use the turbo for Hawkman's flying. If you're doing the Master System version, I feel sorry for you, unless you have some sort of Genesis controller with turbo on it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and break this block, get our health back. Alright, here's our first, I hate these things. Here's our first transformation pad, and obviously we're going to need Mouse Man. Alright, now that we have Mouse Man, look at our defense points. Whoa! All because we have the Heavenly Shield equipped. Hit the Legendary Shield, you're okay with that. Our attack points are also not that great. I don't think we can do anything about that, though. So you want to look through. Yep, we can't do anything about that. Legendary Sword and the Legendary Shield and the Legendary Armor are the best. They are the best stats that you can have for Mouse Man, which is 215 attack points, 220 defense points. I would say out of all of the characters in this game, the best stats go to Tiger Man, which is unfortunately who you don't use for the last boss. I wish you could use Tiger Man for the last boss. That would have been awesome. But they should have gave those stats to Hawkman. I just don't understand why they did that. But whatever. Yes, there's invisible walls here, so keep note of those invisible walls there. Alright, here's where we get our 8th heart container finally, in the last dungeon. So now, well, that doesn't matter. We don't have to go back in there. This area is a pain. Now, you could use arrows to take out the clouds. I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, we could. Let's try that. Let's see. We're going to switch to arrows. Up. See, it's almost not... You're going to get hit just as much. And you're going to waste all your arrows. So it's not even worth it. We're not going to use arrows in the last boss. You can, though. Just so you know. But it's not a necessity. So that's why I wasn't worried about losing them. Hit this box. This is the part that sucks. Because you're going to get hit. Regardless. Alright, now more invisible things. Alright, I'm gonna switch my turbo on for his swimming. And if you're playing on the Master System, oh man, I feel bad for you. Because I can't imagine playing Hawkman and Piranha Man on the Master System with swimming, and you'd have to mash your one button like crazy, I think, or 2 for the Master System. I don't know. And by the way, I did get myself a copy of the Master System version, and so far it's basically exactly the same, except for the passwords. Just try to avoid everything you can. I know I'm really sloppy at this. Alright. This is the part that is really annoying because of those samurai guys. And you have to dodge the samurai guys and dodge these stupid things at the same time. So it's a real annoyance, and you tend to get hit a lot. Alright, finally we're to Tiger Man, and you're going to want to give him the Muramasa Blade. The rest are good to go, your defense points. So he's got, see how he has maxed out stats, which makes me mad, because Hawkman should be the one that has maxed out stats, since he's the one that fights the last boss. Spoiler alert. But I'm sure you guys already caught that drift by the time you saw me switching all these characters all the time. You have to go through every single character in the last dungeon, of course. Alright, this part is a little tricky, so just wait for him, jump over it. Gotta kind of make a big jump over those two. This area, don't get me started. It's just good that Tiger Man has maxed out stats right now, because if he didn't, it would be a nightmare. Because you are going to get hit, regardless. Nothing you can do about it. You got blue ninjas and these things shooting at you at the same time. It's pretty much impossible not to get hit. And then you got these guys in 2 different directions shooting at you, and the blue ninja. It's not fair. And you have to kill the blue ninja, or it's going to come follow you. So there's no way around it. See? Alright, finally out of that. These are difficult because you don't see anything, obviously, and there's no way that you can see anything. But you have to kind of picture in your head the way the other rooms were set up, with the 3 steps, and some of them were just linear rooms. You kind of have to picture them, and that's how you know where you're going. Okay, right now we're going to switch to Hawkman again. Alright, I'm going to switch my turbo back on so we can fly. Just don't worry about it. You know why he took 3 hits? Look at my attack power. I made the mistake of not switching to the legendary sword. Big mistake. Also have to switch to the heavenly shield and the legendary armor. Make sure that's there. Alright, so don't forget, every time you switch characters, check their stats to make sure you have the optimized equipment, or you're going to be in for trouble. And that's a hard area to get through there. Alright, now here is the moment of truth. Now we are at the last boss here. Now the thing I want to do here is I want to check my stats. I want to double check everything. Legendary sword, heavenly shield, and legendary armor is what you want equipped here. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when you enter in this door, immediately head over to the right, because he's going to be coming at you. So, I'm going to try to explain this while I'm fighting him the best I can. Oh, I'm wrong. Do not, I repeat, do not sit under him. Do not attack until he's coming at you and he's not shooting. If he's shooting, you have to deflect what he's shooting. So just kind of chill out until he's coming at you. Do not fly. Do not fly. Stay on the bottom. Do not stay under him. Do not, in any circumstance, under any circumstance. That's why. That's the reason right there. His pattern is so random. You cannot stay under him. Do not stay under him. Wait until he's coming to you. Be patient. And yeah, when he's coming to you at that, you can just get over the corner. Now, this time I might not even need my potions. If you're good enough, you won't need them. But sometimes you just get into a situation where he corners you and you're screwed. And there's nothing else you can do. You need the potions. So I still recommend you get the potions. And there you have it, everybody. WonderBoy 3, aka Dragon's Curse, for the TurboGrafx 16. And then that is the Salamander cross we just got. And all of the cursed animals are going away. But I'm going to miss them. It's kind of a tearjerker ending. I'm just kidding. Yep, you're back to Human. They call him Human in this version. I don't know if they call him that in the Master System or not, but I'm not controlling him at this point. This is just the ending. He's automatically controlled. Oh, and there's his house. Remember we saw that door we couldn't go in before? I don't know what he's doing jumping around, but anyway. I like the end text, it's funny. You're a pretty good looking guy now that you're not gruesome monsters anymore. Casanova. Oh, and a shooting star. How cool. Lizard Man. I think he was my favorite as far as the graphics. Mouse Man, I kind of don't like Mouse Man because his sword is just too short and it's kind of hard to maneuver. Piranha Man's pretty cool. No, I'd have to say I'd take that back. My favorite, of course, is Tiger Man. Hawkman. I'm still just upset that they didn't give him the good stats. I just don't understand why they gave Tiger Man maxed out stats, and then the guy that fights the last boss has crappy stats compared to that. That's just weird. So here's the cast of all of the enemies. Mecha Dragon. First dragon we fought. Oh, those are all the boss names. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this Let's Play, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I helped you out. I'm going to be doing a kind of like a tips video on this afterwards, and I'm going to give some cheat codes, some cheat passwords away in that tip video. But other than that, that's it. That wraps it up for Dragon's Curse WonderBoy 3. Thanks again. Have a good night. Casanova.